Welcome to Level TV with two contestants today here that want to win our hearts when we don't want to spend more than $200 for a smartphone off contract. So we have here the Motorola Moto G and the HTC Desire 500. Both have the same processor by Qualcomm inside, 5 megapixel cameras on the front, HD cameras, HD displays with 1280 x 720 pixel resolution, but we have here only 4.3 inch, here is 4.5 inch. Then we have here separate Android buttons on the bottom of the screen, and for the Motorola we have to turn on the screen to see the Android buttons here on the down below. So that's why actually the screen, the usable screen of the Motorola is actually a little bit smaller, since HTC saved their space for more screen content here. Otherwise we have here beautiful front speakers on both, as I said, HD cameras, also on the back. You can shoot 720p pictures with a flash, so there is nothing actually that differs here the two. But you can see here we have a flip case for this. This is of course not inside the box, but I like to use this one, which makes the device though a little bit thicker, but actually they are about the same thickness. It's 0.1 millimeter that's different. But for the Motorola, which costs actually, if you buy the 16 gig version here $199, and if you buy the 8 gig $169 or $179, it costs a little bit less than the HTC, which has only 4 gigs of space, not 8 or 16. But with the HTC you can actually take off the back cover, or actually the whole case, where you can also change the 1800 milliamp battery. The Motorola is 2070, and there's a micro SD card slot in here, which the Motorola doesn't have, which means you can actually put, of course, more than 4 gigs of space inside the device, and that can be even 16, 32 or 64 gigs of space. So if you want to watch movies, anything like that, the Motorola is the one you should get if you don't want to spend more than $200 and you want a new smartphone. Otherwise, a SIM card, of course, is standard, nothing special there. And here's one more thing that Motorola has that HTC has that Motorola doesn't have, is NFC, which means that you can more easily connect to Bluetooth devices, or just send pictures from one smartphone to another by holding them onto each other to connect via Bluetooth. That would only work with other NFC models, or you connect manually via Bluetooth. Now if we unlock both devices, which is a little bit more harder with the HTC, since we have the on button on the top and here it's on the side. Otherwise we have the on both the volume buttons on the side, micro USB on the bottom and headphone on the top. So if you unlock here also the HTC, we can just really quickly check out the cameras on both of them. If I put them just next to each other, you guys can see, let me actually do it the other way around. You guys can see that I think the colors of the HTC are just a little bit better, or better adjusted, and it has more wide angle, I would say. Not much, but a little bit. And if we turn around the cameras here, you can see also that the front camera captures me, I think, here with my GH3 DSLR a little bit better on the HTC again, and it also has a face recognition, which actually the Motorola also should have. And yeah, this doesn't look that bad actually on both devices. So if I wouldn't do a direct comparison, you would be satisfied with both, as we were in the beginning. Otherwise there's not much difference, of course, in the usage, since they are both Android. You have here your vanilla experience, and here you have the Sense 5 by HTC, which will probably get an upgrade to 5.5 with the latest KitKat sometime, but we don't know when. Motorola promised us Android KitKat 4.4 in January. So this was the first little hands-on with, or comparison with, nice $200 products. And there is another one which we'll show you now in a comparison with the Moto G. That's the Ace 3 by Samsung, but that's by far not as good as the Motorola. So check that out maybe also if you think about buying that. Till next time, please tune in again. My name is Balazs, and if you have a little bit more money, like $350, you should definitely consider getting a Nexus 5, which is, as you can see, not much bigger than these small devices.